realizations?
I think you shouldn't go past 31 doing the toxic stuff. Yeah, because there's too much energy you're investing out. That's what
the therapist was saying yesterday. It was like, is it not exhausting? Yeah. And I'm like, it's not though.
So you're gonna live. You've done for 5 years hurting men. You enjoy it, and you're gonna keep going. But the energy that you're putting into that, you could triple your income. You could be doing other things. You know what I mean? So that's one thing. Two, in all reality, you're killing yourself with a fake rape charge. I tell you what, you're gonna have to put in energy to get a fake rape charge across. But if it doesn't go according to plan, it'll bounce back on you, and it'll be obviously there were medical.
I've done all there's evidence. I've been in my clothes with it. Like we had sex, and he's denying that he was even there.
How can you do that if you got arrested in your house?
No, so one was for an occasion where he left.
Yeah.
The other time he was there, but he claimed that we didn't have sex, but there was evidence to say that we have.
Alright, cool. Yeah. You can.
I don't care. I want to take him to the cleaners, babe.
Yeah, but this is what I thought about. This is what I was funny. I thought about him.
You know why I hate him? Because he's so much like me, and it annoys me.
But Victoria, listen to me carefully, yeah? Your skill is that you can detect a victim you want and break them. That's what you do. You enjoy doing it. Rape charge doesn't mean you've got a victim you broke.
No, it doesn't.
It just means
I've just got one over. That's all.
Yeah, but it means you got desperate that you weren't able to hurt him. You pulled a fake rape. You know what I'm saying? So
that's still gonna hurt him. He hates that. And the thing is, he's gonna go out continuing to fuck up girls' lives. Yeah. With an assault charge and a rape charge, he'll think twice about what he does next time when he meets the next girl.
Yeah, fair enough. But it's a fake rape charge. So what do you want from that?
Lies for a living. Let him have a taste of his own medicine. That's all. Let him continue lying for a living. That's what he does. He spins stories and sells dreams for a living. End of. So when a story spun on him, let him swallow that pill.
But I get your angle, but then you can't say you've won or you was able to.
It's not a game. I'm done. I've pulled back. I've done what I've done. I've played my move. I've moved on.
But you weren't able to hurt. The way you usually like to hurt men, you weren't able to hurt.
Well, I did, because in the relationship, I continued to cheat on him. Remember,
Okay, so I'm sure many of you have seen this clip. I'm sure you've seen the other things coming out about, what's her name? Victoria Everest, influencer that lied on her ex and has also lied on men, fake rape charges. People have pretty much, so we were talking about Ginger J before, and we were saying he got cancelled for, a little less than nothing.
Here's why I don't date black women. Listen to me when I'm talking to you lot.
I'm listening.
Because you lot don't like to listen. I don't date black women because you don't like to get put in your place.
Which place?
Your place.
Which
and when
place?
you get put in your place, you think you got taught like a man.
That's why they were cheating on you then.
You're not men.
That's why they were
Watch
cheating
this.
on you.
Stay in your place.
Cheated on you multiple times.
Yeah, I know.
Because
I know. And that's why I'm never going to be in your pump ever again. I'm not with black women because you don't like to get put in your place.
Apologies,
Listen. Apologies where?
Apologies.
Oh, wait, you just wait. Did she just shoot? Did she just shoot? Go, where's your hair? Where's your hair? Where's your hair?
Once you talk about black women's hair, you're on your own, my guy. You're on your own. I was with you. Like, he's allowed to have a preference. He's trying to talk about how she's held him down and picking up his Asian queen. But the moment you went for the hair, my guy, you was on your own. You're going to have to deal with it. Yeah. You're going to have to deal with this by yourself, my brother.
Take off your head,
triggered.
Where's your hair?
You're triggered.
Where's your hair? I'm triggered. I said I was triggered. Did I not say I was triggered? Where's your hair?
No.
Where's your hair?
Look at where's your hair?
Show me your hair.
No, he's
Show me your hair.
He's
Show me your hair. Take off your eyelash.
You're
Take off your eyelash.
You're prey.
Take off your makeup.
Your prayer,
I'll
because
bring
we got
watches.
cheated on. One, two, three, four.
Wait, watch
1,
this.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Wait for it.
3, 4,
Wait for
5,
it.
6, 7, 8.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
Junked it.
And I'll bring my natural hair Indian
Junked
woman
it.
in here now.
And then what?
she looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on your ground.
But the
Don't
crowd
shut
was
up,
silent.
man.
The crowd
Out
was
here with
silent.
fake hair, fake
The crowd was
eyelashes.
silent.
Victoria Everest, influencer, she hasn't been cancelled.
Nope.
I've seen the ZZ Mills, the wannabe UK Oprah. I've seen her in turn blame men and say, fellas, you should have known. You should have seen her and you can tell that there's something off. What do you mean I could have so we've seen things like that. And I will add that clip.
There's bare Victorias out there. Bare Victorias out there. So I see a lot of people tagging me in this whole Victoria thing. I had a guy in my DMs the other day ask me why I hadn't spoken about it. One thing I'm going to say about this situation is, okay, is y'all to learn discernment. Okay, that is what I'm going to say about this situation. Because the problem is with this whole situation is you can just look at her and just see that she's trouble, right? You can see that the girl is troubled. And as we can see from that the clip, she's troubled, right? And this is the problem with man. A lot of you man are leading with skin complexion, looks, bum, hair, and you're not really understanding that a lot of these gal have no substance whatsoever. But you're gassed. You get gassed by the outward appearance, right? And I'm not saying, and this is not me saying that what she's done is right. This is why I keep telling you, man, have discernment and know when to stop. Certain things in life are avoidable, right? And I tell you how they're avoidable by not with certain people. There's bare Victorias out there. Bare Victorias out there. Bare gal that are wolves in sheep clothing, pretending to be something that they're not. Because they think, I showed her a picture to my friend and he said, she just looks trouble. And I said, oh, right, like, why would you look at her and not think that this girl's a little bit unhinged? Like, why would you not? I can go on her page and tell you that this girl was unhinged. I can tell you. But like I said in the beginning, a lot of you, man, you're leading with your flesh. The irony, right? You're leading with your flesh. So when you see these spiritual gal, you get gassed. You're thinking that they are spiritual. No, they're witches. That's what they are.
Now, that's the problem. That's the problem right there. So it's a woman could do an egregious act like that, right? And it's somehow the man's fault. Shouldn't she, because the dude was facing 12 years?
Yep.
Shouldn't, because there's real victims. There's real victims out there that have gone through this that are afraid to come forward because of women like that. They believe, oh, people gonna think I'm lying. They're scared, right? But then you also have a lot of women out there that are Victoria, right? And if this dude this was his name Gucci.
Yep.
If he never exposed Victoria's secret,
Yep.
right?
She would have got away with it.
Because this was years ago. I've seen her in the interview, was it with Trend Central?
Yes.
The gal, listen, no remorse.
Nope.
She was cold. She was almost smiling for the first 11 minutes, I believe, right? Because I couldn't watch the whole thing, but I watched enough to see where they were going. But for the first 11 minutes, they gave her the floor to play the victim, to justify why she has done multiple rape charges.
Yep.
This is how you know that some black platforms just aren't for black people. And I feel like Trend Central doing this is one of them. Why would you give this woman a platform to explain her traumas and all this and the abusive relationships and la 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 la, instead of actually nailing her for what she did? And it's not even really midday because obviously you have a job to do, but it's just like you were asking the right questions, but it just wasn't the same vim that you was given to Mello, if I'm really being honest. I watched the majority of the interview, but when she started going into, oh, woe is me, and taking out the violin, but basically she had every excuse under son, talking about how, yes, because he used to put his hands on me and my mum was in an abusive relationship and, you know, I was a daddy's girl and then, you know, he passed away and I didn't really have a role model when the streets saved me and the streets had me. Just talking shit and making herself into the biggest victim going. The interview was just a thorn of her basically trying to take accountability. She wasn't even taking accountability. She's very narcissistic. She didn't mention in the video about how, you know, she was also toxic and how she was also cheating on him and how she was also a person. She literally spun it round on him as if he was the bad guy and she was the victim in this, and the only way for her to get out of this relationship instead of packing up and leaving was basically to make a false allegation. And I'm here to tell you, Victoria, no matter how many wellness treats, you go on, no matter how many days you fast, no matter how many therapists you talk to, your heart will forever be black. You understand? Because throughout that video, there was no remorse. There was zero emotion. This woman is psychotic. So bye, Victoria, because you will get nothing today from us. And Trend Central, you should be ashamed of yourselves because you actually don't give about black men. This is just another person you can exploit. Because if you invited Ginger J up on here, you wouldn't have a channel by the end of his interview. Can we just all get on with our lives now? Because I'm glad we've exposed the fraud that she is.
Wow.
I would like to say,
Wow.
I'm going to start off with women like Victoria Everest she's a nasty piece of work. You can see that from what she said in the videos. You're a nasty piece of work because she's obviously trying to play the victim, right? I don't agree with what's it called? Assault in any form, right? So she's saying that her ex has assaulted her, right? So I don't agree with. I think
when you refer to assault, so she's saying that when she was in a relationship with her ex, he physically assaulted her.
Yeah,
and he was cheating on her and doing all types of things or things of that nature.
And she was cheating on him too,
because she does say that towards the end, at the end of the clip, right? She says, "I was cheating too."
Yeah.
She mentions having a therapist, and even the therapist telling her to stop. Yeah. And even though Gucci knows what she done is a jacked up thing, he's even trying to give her a free game. This is what you want to continue doing?
Yeah.
And she's doubling down.
She's tripling down. So she went on the interview, chatting her BS, trying to play the victim. Trend Central. Yeah. She's trying to play the victim, trying to be all this innocent woman who doesn't do anything wrong, wouldn't hurt a fly sort of vibe that she's trying to portray on the interview, right? But let's be honest, you're saying that someone has raped you, right? And it's not even true. So how do you think those women feel who it has happened to? How do you think they feel when women like yourself lie about something like that happening? What I say to women like that is, how about let that happen to you and see how you feel, see how you would take it because I've heard many stories even from myself of these things actually happening, and women that will just, oh, he raped me, and it's a lie. You don't know what these women go through. The fact that they're not believed, they go to the police, they go to family, they go to whoever. No one believes them that it happened to them. They have to deal with that, right? So then when they need any form of help or anything, they can't get it. When they call the police or whatever, no one believes them. So then when you're The reason why no one believes them is for women like you.
But the thing is this, right? What about the energy? So like I said, the energy towards Ginger J and the energy towards Victoria.
The energy is totally different.
It's two different things.
It's two different things.
And one thing is that at least, okay, so if we didn't have the footage and it was just hearsay, we got the footage. We see Victoria saying what she's saying.
Yes.
And she has no remorse. Hang on, so she has no remorse, right? And then you've got platforms giving her a place where she can play the victim, almost downplaying what she did. Wow.
I'm sorry, you can't have fire for Ginger J of having his personal preferences, right? I'm not saying the way he came at certain situation was the best, right? He could have handled the situation a bit different, because I did hear stories about him being behind the scenes when they stopped filming, that he was still going off and stuff. I'm not saying that he done what he done in the best form of way, but at least that was he wasn't hurting anyone when he said what he said, right? Now, this woman, she is given a fake rape charge to her ex, right? Let's say he did hit her, right? Let's say that's true. Does that warrant you telling the police that he raped you when he didn't? So instead of him going down, right? Let's say he called the police, they've arrested him. Instead of him going down just for physically assaulting you, so hitting you, he's gonna go down for raping
but
you.
Hang on, but how many women abuse the system? And with Victoria, because you see she's a liar, right? How many women will allege that their ex did something to them and didn't, right? But then the dude is in a situation. How many brothers are locked up
I know.
in the cell right now?
I know.
Because of a woman like this, then you're gonna have someone. He probably did it, because remember, it's believable women, right?
I know.
So based on this logic, because men don't say this, so based on the logic of what women generally say, believable women. So we should believe Victoria, even though the footage is there. She done follow-up interviews, no remorse,
None.
cold,
And I'm sorry, when
Lilith
she was
spirit.
on Trend Central, she was smiling. I'm sorry, she thought it was funny. I'm telling you, she thought it was funny. The whole situation. You can tell women like her, they love the limelight, they love the chaos. She loves all things negative,
did she lose
right?
any followers?
She didn't hardly lose any.
She had almost 1 million followers. She
I
didn't
will-
lose any.
I will tell you the truth. I saw Victoria years ago. I personally followed her on Instagram because she was promoting healthy lifestyle, right? And I think everyone should be on a healthy lifestyle. That's the reason why I followed her. When I saw these videos coming out of her talking about these fake rape allegations, I unfollowed her, because I'm not about to sit here and follow someone who does stuff like this. Okay? So has her followings gone down? From when I last checked, her followings didn't. There's not really a dent of people unsubscribing.
So what it tells you is that some women may not do this, but we kind of condone it to a degree, because they're not saying nothing. They're cancelling Ginger J, but they're not cancelling Victoria. So is there so for example, if you're not a 304, right, or you're not a gangbanger, right, but then as a woman you hang around with 304s, this means you're kind of okay with that lifestyle. And it's the same thing with the dude. You ain't no gangbanger, but you know them, and I'm sure we all go to school with them or come from the same area. Or you may not be complicit in things that they do, but you are kind of okay with the lifestyle that they live.
Yeah.
So by the women not cancelling her or having the same energy on such an egregious act, is there like an undertone of, boy, you know, we're gonna keep the sisterhood code alive, because you never know when I may need to use it myself.
Yeah, there is.
So how can men really say, you know what, these are the women that I want to protect? And I'm not saying all women. I'm just saying, how come the energy ain't the same? I'm just highlighting it's not the same.
The energy ain't the same. They have so much fire for Ginger J, right? And he hasn't hurt anyone. But they don't have no fire for Victoria. I've seen loads of videos, people posting videos on the story, and no one has fire for Victoria. The only ones I've seen is the men saying they have fire for her, but I've yet to see one video of a woman having fire for Victoria.
So the women are saying, so they're saying, let me sit this one out. So you've seen Victoria Everest and the whole situation with the older guy, the guy in Jamaica, I believe, right? And her swindling him out of his Instagram account, money, his recipes, allegedly, right? So we hear those stories. Ain't no energy. There's no energy towards it. It's like, well, let me sit this one out because, boy.
I saw a podcast with can't remember the name of the podcast, but it had sorry, what's the guy's name again that put this out?
I don't know.
I'm having a blank moment. Gucci was on another podcast. I know it's a British podcast. Can't remember the name right now.
I know the name, but we're not going to call the names.
No, we're not going to do that. But I personally, I just can't remember right now. But anyway, so Gucci was on this podcast, and there was a woman on a podcast. Right,
yeah,
they was talking about something totally different, but then they brought up the situation with Gucci and Victoria and the whole video coming out. So they did say to her, we want your thoughts as a woman, because we're all men.
Yeah.
We want your thoughts as a woman, what your opinion is on this whole Victoria situation. She comes out and says, oh, I'm not going to really say anything, or I might not. I probably won't say anything.
I'm going to sit the same thing.
She's basically saying, yeah, she's going to sit this one out. Why do you not have an opinion?
Because I want to keep the sisterhood code.
As we start to talk now with Gucci.
Yes.
You happy to sit in? What are you doing?
I can sit in and listen.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, partake.
Sit in and listen.
But you know what though?
Pull up a seat.
If she knows the subject, I'm gonna ask for her opinion.
Oh, Lord.
Because it's a bag of man here. It would be good to have female.
That was one of the reasons why, yes.
So do you know the subject?
I do know the subject.
Ah, great.
But I will listen though. I might not say much.
Too much.
But that doesn't mean you.
But anyway,
yeah.
Let's get into it now. You put out a quick shout yesterday.
Exactly.
Because I want to keep sisterhood code.
That is how I saw it.
Wow.
Me personally, I could care less about the sisterhood code because I'm not on that.
Wow.
I'm not about that. Okay. What's wrong is wrong and what's right is right. I have an opinion on it because I don't agree with it. It doesn't mean I may do this or I may do that. I have an opinion on it because I don't agree with it. I think it's wrong. So with Ginger J, do I think he could have handled the situation differently? Yes, I do think he could have handled it differently. Is some of the things he said true? Yes, it is true. That's just what it is.
You can agree to disagree, but you never hurt nobody.
Exactly. What she's saying, you're saying this guy is going to possibly have 12 years in prison. This is what you should do. I think all the women that have been found to be a liar and lie about lie about a man doing something to them, you should go to jail. I think you should spend the same time, the 12 years he was going to get, you should do for lying. And I think once they do that, women will learn their damn lesson to stop doing this. Will
they?
Yes, he would.
Will they?
Let's say Victoria went down for 12 years of lying, and that's the only reason why she went down is because she lied about her being raped, right? And then let's see how many women's gonna continue to say it, because think about it, this is 12 years of your life missing. So then look how the man would feel of having 12 years and I'm going to jail for 12 years for something I didn't even do. I think the men could accept. Let's say he did hit her, right? And he went down for 12 years. I'm sure he could accept that. Because like, all right, I did something wrong. Exactly. So, but how many people logically is going to want to go to jail for 12 years, even if it was 1 year, even if it was 6 months, for something they didn't do?
Like I said, how much man is sitting in the cell right now because of a Victoria? There's many Victorias out there. There's many Liliths, Jezebel spirits. I'm just like, the energy ain't the same. And I think, we should definitely, because people probably try to downplay the situation and not push it, but I think we should continue to make videos about women like this so we can shed light on the situation, or men that's in this situation or have been in the situation. That's some of our thoughts, guys. Guys, I do definitely on this one, I want to hear some of your thoughts. Ladies, where do you stand on this? Put your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and definitely subscribe.